Hi, everyone. How are you? This is Lorna and Christine again. And I know you don't see Christine one more time here because she's still off on a tropical island. We are coming to you today on a Thursday, which is unusual for us because it's not Magic Monday. But we wanted to give you another taste of what we're going to be tackling in our workshop on Wednesday at the Wainwright House. So Christine's on the line again.
Yes, hello everyone. So today we've got a great topic for you to give you a taste more of what unlocking your magic might look like at this upcoming workshop. But the topic is, how to be okay in the not knowing, right? So much of our time is spent wrangling in our minds, trying to get to the answer. Like, how's my husband's job going to do? Am I going to get that promotion? Is my kid going to get into the right college? Did that interview go well? I need to know now. And trying to get there in our minds becomes this incredible source of stress and worry. And we have a lot of impatience around us. We have a lot of insecurity around us. And we want to talk about what's driving all of that stress in our mind that takes up so much of our energy in the day, trying to know, I need to know now, is the fear, the underlying fear.
Right. And that's what is steering the ship, is the fear. But what it takes us away from is actually being in the now and being able to enjoy our lives. And every time we're worrying about these things, which for some of us can be really often and can be an almost daily, taking hours away from our day, it keeps us from living our lives. It keeps us from being happy in the moment. And that's why we want to talk about this today. Right, Christine?
Yeah, it takes away from relationships. It makes us, again, more reactive. It keeps us playing small. It keeps us playing safe, not really expressing, what needs to be expressed. And it distorts the situation, right? It distorts a certain reality. So it takes its toll emotionally and physically. The need to know now.
Right.
Wonderful quote, right, Lorna? I can't remember who said it, but the quality of our life is directly related to the amount of uncertainty that we can live with, right?
Yes.
And if we really kind of think about that and reflect on that for a second, the fear, what are we running from, or what are we triggered by? We're triggered by emotional safety, right?
Yeah.
We're emotional risk. Because, most of this stuff, again, are the stories that we make up in our mind. Time something and catastrophizing into the future, right? It's a control, trying to protect our emotional safety.
Right. And the thing that we don't give ourselves credit for, and the thing that I come back to time and time again, is we have survived every single day of our lives up until now. We are 100% A+ every single day. And when we're worrying,
Absolutely.
We're not giving ourselves credit for the fact that whatever happens, whether our child gets into that school, whatever the diagnosis is, whether that someone loses a job or gets a job or we have to move, whatever the situation is that's causing us this angst, we can handle it.
Absolutely. And, another piece, Lorna, maybe we're not just worrying about ourselves, right? I know a lot of, situations where we're worrying about our kids. Oh, he won't be able to handle it if he doesn't get into the right college, or she won't be able to handle it if she doesn't get that job. But we worry about others, and we believe, again, sort of assuming that it's going to be too much for them to handle. Why do we do that?
Yeah, there's a lot of projection going on when we're doing that, and we're both not giving them credit, right? That the fact that they've actually survived every day up until now also, but we're not letting them have their experience. And we're saying that we somehow have to fix it and have to make their emotional experience be perfect, and that they can't handle something bad happening when they absolutely can. And that's part of their journey. And us being okay with them having their journey is an important part of our journey.
Exactly, right? And so what we might be, take a moment to reflect on is maybe what we're saying is he or she can't handle it, but we're saying that we can't handle it again, right? We're worried that if they're upset, if they're angry, they're sad, they're rejected, they're disappointed, somehow it's on us that we need to clean up that mess for them. So we bring that upon ourselves again, right? So it hinders the relationship. It hinders what's really going on in terms of being able to see with clarity if there is something that needs our attention, right? Because we're caught up in the projection.
Yes. And this comes back to kind of, what is control, right? Control is fear. And we're saying that this is all led by fear, but we're trying to control everything. We have to know the outcome. We have to know that they're going to be okay. We need to be able to fix them. Those are all situations coming from fear because we're not trusting that we can all handle whatever it is that's going to happen.
Right. So there are really, some really cool ways to deal with that. I'll tell you one that I like using a lot. One is kind of just working myself through the what ifs. Okay, so what if he doesn't get that job? If she doesn't get into the college? What if the diagnosis is X, right? Mm-hmm. Then what? Right? Because oftentimes for me, the fear becomes this sort of swirling goop that we just can't even see through anything. But if you really kind of just say, okay, well, if this does happen, then what? And if that happens, then what? We'll recognize that, again, is there evidence, first of all, that that's even possible? So much of the time we just make stuff up. Is there any evidence? Do we have any proof that that actually might happen?
Right.
Right? Yeah.
And even if
so we can,
you can soothe your mind by realizing that, if the worst case scenario happens, this is how you'll handle it, right? The worst thing that happens is I end up in a different living situation, but I'll still have a roof over my head. Or they'll go to a different college and they'll have a different experience, and that'll be what they need to have.
Exactly, right? And then the other, piece, which is also incredibly powerful, is just to sort of recognize that you're off somewhere in the future or worrying about some past event when you're trying to control the situation, and drop into the present moment. Just sort of look exactly what's going on right now and ask yourself, bring yourself to the present and say, what is really here? And notice that I'm okay right now.
Yes.
Everything is well in this moment, in this current, situation. So again, once you ground yourself in the moment, it halts that fear in its tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that that's so important, right? Because what is happening right now? We're okay. Right now I'm okay. And now I'm okay. And now I'm okay. And we will continue to be okay no matter what comes. And what would it be like to live feeling that, without these thoughts, to just recognize that it's going to unfold and that we're going to be able to handle it and that it's all going to be okay.
Exactly. Right. So Lorna, does that mean we walk around kind of like with our head in the clouds and, like la, 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 just skip through life? I mean, with rose-colored glasses, as they say?
Christine, I would say yes to that in some degree. We can worry, we can, what is it that saying about the rocking chair, right? It gives you something to do. Worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and so do I wear rose-colored glasses? I really do sometimes, because there are so many things that are out of my control. And I'm just not going to spend my time spinning my wheels about things that are going to unfold at their own time and their own pace. And I'll deal with them when they happen.
Yeah. And how we focus, right? So we, again, whatever's happening in the moment, you always have choice. You get to choose how to feel about it. And how to feel about it is what you think about it and what you believe about it. And if you can choose what you're feeling, thinking, and believing, it changes how you move through it. And that's all we want. We want to be able to move through life with clarity, calm, and with a confidence that, we can trust ourselves no matter what life's terms are. And that's the ultimate practice.
Yes.
Right?
And how beautiful is that? Yeah, it's always a choice. And you guys also have a choice to come join us at Wainwright House on Wednesday. And we hope that you'll take it. We would love to see you there. And this is just another taste of the stuff that we're going to be diving deep on Wednesday.
Love to see you guys. All right.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.